Where do you think the best fit for Aaron Rodgers is? Because I'm going to hit you on a few subject matters that'll be at top of mind over the next few weeks. Is it another team, or you think it would behoove him to just say we're done now? What do you think?
I honestly think it's retirement. And a lot of it has to do, if you're Aaron Rodgers, what are you still playing for? It would have to only be an opportunity to go out there and compete and win a Super Bowl. And I don't know that there's a team out there right now that you could say it makes sense that they go out and get Aaron Rodgers, and now they're that much closer to winning a Super Bowl. A lot of people have mentioned the Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't see them as a step away, and there's nothing against Aaron Rodgers or do we feel like if they get Rodgers, they're representing the AFC and they're beating the Chiefs, the Bills, or the Ravens, or the Bengals, if not for that matter, to be able to get there and represent the AFC in the Super Bowl? Other teams I've mentioned him as a bridge quarterback, and I feel like that's so disrespectful to refer to Aaron Rodgers as a bridge quarterback. So I don't know at this point for him in his career, do you say, you know what, I want to go ahead and put it out on the line and go through everything you go through as a professional football player to continue to play when he's going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer? I've seen some crazy scenarios that people have talked about that who knows, in the sense that the 49ers aren't able to get something done with Brock Purdy, or the Rams move on from Matthew Stafford and there's a trade or something that happens. Would McVay or Shanahan be willing to go out and get a guy like Aaron Rodgers and feel like he can help with teams that are already a little bit more complete, especially the LA Rams? That's a little bit intriguing, but do I see those things happening? No.
Yeah, in terms of calling Rodgers a bridge quarterback, I know that is beneath his resume, but when Brady was a free agent, and it was the Bucks or the Chargers. I remember, all this happening during COVID. I remember, sitting, to be honest with you, on NFL Network in a hermetically sealed little room because it was COVID and it stunk of cleaning products because they basically bombed the room and I was the only one allowed in there, and it felt like just a crazy time. And Brady becomes the new Bucks quarterback instead of the Chargers. And the honest answer was, guess what? He is a bridge quarterback. You know what I mean? Like, he's the greatest bridge quarterback in the history, but how long do you expect him to play? And as we know, it was damn near another 5 years, but still then, that's what you got to wonder with Rodgers. Anybody that takes him, you've got to, the minute he takes a snap for you, you got to figure out who's next. And even the Jets kind of knew that too. And the fact that they're back to square one right now with no heir apparent is kind of something that maybe you do leave on the plate of the previous administration, like you didn't think about this. You know what I mean? So I understand you saying it's beneath to call him a bridge quarterback, but that's basically what he is. Whoever gets him is going to only get him for a year or two. That's about it.
Yeah, for sure. And I think the part of it, though, that's missing is for the Jets, you're okay with where you are now if it resulted in more than 6 wins. That's the biggest thing. To your point, Brady was a bridge quarterback for what was to come in Tampa Bay. And when Brady walked out the door, they didn't know what the heck they were going to do. You sign Baker Mayfield, you have Kyle Trask, and Baker comes in there and just outperforms anything of the expectations that they thought he was going to do. But you're okay with that scenario because you hoisted a Lombardi trophy. I think that's the biggest part. So for Rodgers to come to be the Jets, and to your point, yes, a bridge quarterback, but you don't get any of the success in between that you anticipated that took your organization to another level. That to me is the fail part. So for the next organization, whether it's the Steelers or the Titans or Raiders or whoever you want to mention, Browns at that point, do you feel like when you get this bridge quarterback, because it's more than that with Rodgers, because he comes with so much, everything that he does off the field, who he is as a person, is it worth the squeeze? Are you going to get enough payback that you at least feel like your organization is in a better situation when they leave?
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.